Now, meanwhile, out in Crazy Town, California, President Biden spent 3 days campaigning for Democrats. What a gem. One prominent donkey conspicuously absent. Governor Aquanet Gavin Newsom says he was unable to meet with the president due to scheduling conflicts. So is the governor embarrassed to be seen with Biden, or is there some bad blood between these two potential 2024 rivals? Here with me now, former California gubernatorial candidate, should have unseated Gavin Newsom, but sometimes people vote like dum-dums. Fox News contributor Caitlyn Jenner is back. Welcome back, dear.
Well, Kennedy, it is always a pleasure to be on your show. But yes, Gavin Newsom had scheduling conflicts. I guess he had a book reading with a bunch of school children that of course, he had to do over being with the President of the United States. Now, when a politician comes up and says that they have scheduling conflicts and they have a problem getting somewhere, that's like them saying, well, you know, I'm going to have to drop out of the race, even though I know I'm going to lose, because I want to spend more time with my family. People don't believe in it. People don't believe it, you know, that he just didn't have the time to come and see him. Let's look into what's going on out here in California. Biden actually has been beating Gavin Newsom to the punch on a few issues out here. One of them is the California legislature has really had a big battle going over this farm workers unionization bill. Gavin Newsom, he did not endorse it, but Joe Biden did endorse this. It wound up going through. Gavin Newsom had to sign the bill begrudgingly and said he's going to make a lot of changes over the next year. Biden also beat Gavin Newsom to the punch. Remember out here last week or last couple of weeks, the LA City Council was caught
being
with some
overtly racist,
rotten stuff. Really, it was a big news out here and everything. But Biden actually said that city council members should resign before Gavin Newsom even came up with anything. And that kind of ticked him off. And eventually, when they did resign, and Martinez, the president, resigned, you know, Gavin Newsom comes by and says, oh, you know, Martinez made the right decision. But here, I think, is the real reason. Biden was out here last week, and who does he endorse for the mayoral race here in L.A.? Karen Bass. Karen Bass was all over him, you know, the president while he was here, every place she went. Now, a lot of people want to stay away from Joe Biden when he comes into town, but she was just sucking him to big time. But she's running against another Democrat, Rick Caruso, who's Gavin Newsom's really good friend. And I don't think he wanted to get involved with L.A. politics.
No,
so
because you know why,
there was a lot of things
Caitlyn?
like that. So
they
honestly,
hate him
he just
in
stayed
Los
away.
Angeles. Angelinos despise Gavin Newsom. They can't stand him. They think that he's full of hot garbage. To your point, he doesn't have a spine. He doesn't stand up appropriately for the right issues. He's all about, you know, how he looks and how he smells, but not how the state is actually functioning. If he were, he would have been very serious about homelessness 6 years ago.
Yeah, he really would. You know, he's been obviously, and also he's been very hard. You know, he's got this presidential candidate run that he's thinking about, I guess, or everybody's talking about, put it that way. But he's been very hard on the Democrats lately, aggressively that they did not aggressively counteract the GOP on, you know, top political topics like abortion and the LGBT issues. He's been hard on the Democratic Party. Honestly, I don't know what he's going to do in the future, if he even thinks he have a chance to run for president. But right now, the Democrats just don't have anybody that's going to be around in 2024 that can go up against the Republicans.
No,
so,
and if Gavin Newsom undeniably, unequivocally is your best bet to become the next president, you're pretty hosed. You're just pretty. Caitlyn, thanks for being here. I appreciate you.
Always my pleasure, Kennedy.
Thank you.